Yeah, this beautiful lady you're seeing up there, she's a young lawyer who just finished her call to bar on her way back from Abuja along Okene Road. She was kidnapped. I pray that the Lord will help her to come out safe from the kidnappers' den. How many of you remember this video that I did I think last week or thereabout, or maybe the upper week, about insecurity in Nigeria and about some journalists and tourists who came to Nigeria for their tourist business, and they were discussing their experience in Nigeria, in the podcast, and you know, I was pained that my country was talked on the international stage about insecurity. So I did the video, just to create an awareness about this for people to be careful. And lots of people came on my DM to support me and say, this is actually terrible and this is what we are going through in Nigeria, right? Now, there was one guy who came, into my DM. His name is One Ni Adeniyi. I think his TikTok handle is The Last Boy. And the guy, wrote me and said I should stop pushing wrong narrative, that Nigeria is safe, that nothing is wrong in Nigeria, that he traveled. And so when I slide into this thing, it seems like he lived abroad, that he came to Nigeria, he traveled by road, nothing happened and all that. These are the kind of people that mislead people on the things, to let people know things that are wrong are right in Nigeria, which is not good, because the reason why a lot of us come out here to talk about, things that are not right in our nation is, one, to prompt the government to do what they need to do. Secondly, because we are pained that our country is going or bleeding to this extent, and I said the guy was lying. If he's living abroad, he never came to Nigeria. He never came to Nigeria. And the reason why he's even saying that is because none of his family member has been kidnapped before. That's why he feels that, Nigeria is safe. And even if he had come to Nigeria, these are the kind of people that go with military and police people. They pay them to guide them. So now, the story of this young lady is very, very sad. Somebody who has dedicated her time, who had dedicated her resources, her family have supported her. She had gone through the university. Do you know how long it takes for people to study law? I think it's about 5 years. Then you now go to another 1 year law school. Then before you now come, if you pass, before you be called to bar. So now this young beautiful lady, passed through this process. She was called to bar. She went for a call to bar, and she was happy, celebrating with her family. And I learned that the vehicle that was ambushed, it was not only her who was a member of her family there. I learned her sisters were there and one or two family members. Now, as we speak, they are in the kidnappers' den, and the kidnappers are asking for 20 million naira ransom. Now, the ransom, sometimes the ransom is not even compared to the trauma that you go through when you are with these people. For everyone watching me, I pray you don't get to this level where you are being kidnapped or your family member, because it's not easy to bear the trauma. It's not easy at all. A lot of them that have gone and come out, they came out to tell us, the experiences they have gone through there, the kind of food they eat, the kind of how long they walk inside the forest. Some people, they buy them along the way and all that. Even some ladies, they sleep with them. We see about 6 to 7, 8, 10, what do they call them, bandit, sleeping with just one lady in the forest. These are the things we hear, and that makes this whole thing not look nice at all. Then there are some other stories we have heard where they ask for ransom. You take the ransom to them, they will stick by the person. Then there was one I heard about in Delta State. The guy took the ransom to go and pay so that they can release his brother. They released his brother and kidnapped him as well to pay another ransom. So these are the things. Our bushes and our forests are saturated with bandits. Many years ago, it used to be only in the northern part of Nigeria, but now it has spread. They have spread their tentacles into every nook and cranny of the forest of Nigeria, and we have a lot of gullible people like this, the last boy, you know, coming out to say things like this are not happening. If things like this are not happening, why are your governors and your ministers and your senators, why don't they travel along the road without escorts? You see what we're talking about? So I pray for the family of this lady that God will give them the heart to be able to bear this period. And also, I pray that God will grant her safety so that she will be rescued and she will be delivered back to her family in peace. For those of you that are watching this video, I pray you don't experience this kind of thing, and God will continue to keep every one of us. All right, guys, I'll leave it here. Let me see your comment in the comment section. Share this video, like it, repost it, so that people will know that it is not safe to travel on our roads. For those that can afford it, please fly. Those that cannot afford it, if you must not be in an event, please do not go. All right, I'll see you guys in my next video. Please follow me on all my social media handles, Shegz-Breezy. See you guys in my next video. Peace and love.